Hey, I just wanted to encourage someone today. There are so many of you that are gifted for the marketplace, but you don't know your gifts. You really don't know your talents, but you know that you are frustrated. Frustrated and tired of trying to figure it out. Guess what? I'm going to give you a little help. See, I struggled with that for many, many years, especially when I gave my life to Yahweh. I wanted to know, like, God, why did you create me? What is my purpose? Why am I here? I've been through so many things, and I just could not believe for the life of me that I was chosen or called to do anything great, anything, period. But yet here I am, an author of 10 titles, business owner, entrepreneur. I did oils, I did lip gloss, I've did t-shirts. T-shirts my favorite because I love to create. I did magazines. I'm currently doing mortgage, real estate. That's one of my favorites as well. I love to write. And writing started basically with journaling my feelings and how I felt about things. And it's just been an amazing journey, but a journey that I didn't recognize right away, because when you come from a place where you feel like you are nothing or no one, that no one loves you, not even God. You feel like not even God loves you. You've been through a lot of horrific things. You don't think you're good enough. You don't think you're worthy. So when you do things, when you create things, you feel as though like, oh, it'll never be nothing. No one will never like it. No one will never read it. No one will never buy it. You have that negative mindset as to your worth. And a lot of times when you are a believer, that you're not taught about worth, you're not taught about confidence, you're not taught about self-esteem, you're just taught to suppress those feelings because you're a child of God and you shouldn't feel like that. God don't allow his children to feel like that. Well, that's true. We do have to renew our minds by the reading of the word. However, when you come to a certain point in your life where you have been constantly disappointed over and over and over, and nothing really worked out for you. So it's kind of really hard to take the reading of the word and God's word and truly believe them for yourself. And so that's where it comes into play, that you have to ask God to heal your heart and restore your mind. A lot of times we don't pray for restoration of our mind because they say our mind should have the mind of Christ. And it does once we are born again. However, we still have residue. We still have residue that we have to get rid of. Residue from our past, residue from our heart, residue that's in our soul. And our soul holds all of this baggage and residue and things that hinders us, it delays us, it stops us, and it get to a point like Yahweh can't even bless us because of we are blocking his blessings and his promises because we don't believe that we are worthy to receive any goodness from God. And especially if you are a person who want to do great things, you want to help people, you want to solve problems, you want to be mighty for the kingdom of Yahweh. So it's like, how can I do these things? And I don't even believe that I'm worthy. I don't believe that I'm good enough. I don't even know my gifts. I don't know my talents. I don't know anything. Well, one thing that I've learned is I specialize in knowing what's in your hands. I didn't know that I specialized in that. In 2014, my then leaders created a conference centered around me and business. And I could think back as far as 1999 when I took an entrepreneur class, a woman's entrepreneur class. I was in that class running it, y'all. I was telling them what to do, what the things meant and everything. And my instructor was like, ooh, my instructor, she was like, girl, you sure you ain't done this before? I was like, no. And she was like, you could help me. And prior to going into that, rather during the same time, I started, my first business was Diamond Financial, where I wanted to help people to prepare their credit, to get mortgage loans, and things like that. And so that was my first company, and Credit Repair was my first book. And a lot of things wasn't so great for me, but I did it. I did it depressed. I did it sad. I did it broken. And at that time, I hadn't given my life to Yahweh, but I still did it. Only thing with that is like when you're gifted and talented, you don't really know your gifts. You don't really know your talents. And you don't really, especially if you come from a background of depression and sadness and horrible things happening to you or happened to you, you really do not feel like you can't, it's something that doesn't allow you to push forward, to stay consistent, to be diligent in the pursuit of your dreams or your works, gifts or talents or anything like that. And so when you give your life to Christ, those things don't just go away. They don't magically disappear. So it's all about discovery. Yahweh will give you dreams and clues and visions and send people in your path that will speak a prophetic word over your life and things like that. But when you have trust issues because of the things in your past, you like, can I trust it? Can I not trust it? And then one of the greatest tools that Satan uses is confusion. That's why Yahweh warns us to tell us that he is not the author of confusion. However, Satan is. So when you have a dream, the dream could be dead on point, and you could get a prophetic word that has no room for confusion. But Satan will come and confuse you. He will come and just scatter your mind. The Bible speaks of having a scattered mind. My mind used to be scattered all over the place, always in confusion. I could literally take a word that's on point, whether it was prophetic or written word for me or anything, and I can absolutely confuse it, scatter it, mess it up, have doubt. And so I just want you to know that Yahweh is not the author of confusion. You are gifted, you are talented, and you are worthy. You deserve it all.